So you go to dance class. Now, tell everybody, let's get this out, let's air this dirty laundry, that I was shooting season 7, I believe it was, 6 or 7. And we were here in Los Angeles at the big studio. And I wanted to do a number that I had done years ago. And I needed a boy for the number. And I always wanted boys on the show. I thought it was important. I thought it was great education for the girls to learn how to do lifts with the boy because they have to do 50% of the work. So I always wanted guys in the picture. And I called your mother and I said, listen, I'm just having so much trouble with these older girls and I have these younger kids and I want to do a number that I created before. I want to recreate it and I want to have Brady. So she said, okay, all right, let me get back to you. Yeah, he's available. We can come. I said, you're going to rehearse for 2 days. You're going to be on camera. You're going to compete. And then you can leave Sunday, Monday, whatever. So I get her the plane tickets. You have to leave at a certain time at night to get you there in the morning on the red eye or whatever it was. Blah, 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 blah. And you get to the airport and there was there Uber or did you have to take a limo? I don't know how that worked.
I think it was Uber.
It was Uber? Okay. So you Uber to the dance studio, you get to the parking lot, and then tell everybody what happens.
Well, we didn't even get to the parking lot. We were at the airport still.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't know the full story, but I heard something happen with like the producers or whatever, and they didn't know I was coming or something.
Well, no, I was bringing you in.
Yeah.
And at that point, I couldn't stand the producer. I mean, he was nuts. He's not even allowed anywhere near kids anymore. Anyway, he was absolutely crazy. So did he contact your dance teachers in Miami or did he contact your mom?
I think it was my dance teachers, and then eventually I got tied up into my mom, and there was a phone call. I was on the phone with my aunt, like, chilling, and my mom was, like, screaming at the phone. And remember, she was like, don't film or whatever. I haven't signed a contract or anything. And, like, the producers were trying to film all of this and, like, trying to get her to yell at you or something. And I was like, oh, my gosh, what's going on? Like, I didn't know it was going to be like this.
So did you ever get to the dance studio parking lot? I thought you were outside in the parking lot and you just weren't allowed to come in, that they, like, stopped you. Oh, no.
No, we never left the airport.
Oh, my God.
Right.
And so then you got on a plane and went back home.
Yeah. And then when we were in Miami, I was like, Mom, can we go back? And we were about to buy another plane ticket to go back. But then my dad was like, no. We're like,
so you thought perhaps you made the wrong decision. Maybe you should have come and done it and forgot about what everybody else said and signed the contract later.
Yes.
Well, who knows? We can't rewrite history now. But I just grabbed another boy that took contemporary class at the ALDC LA, and he was there, and they did the number. They beat the other group, and that's all I wanted. So I don't think there was any ill intention. I think your mom realizes that now.
Yeah.
That I was just trying to do the number and beat the other kids. I think back to that moment, and you probably would have stayed on the show for the rest of the season, or at least until I left. But because all of that happened, I just left anyway. Went back to Miami. You weren't on the show. Now, all of a sudden, it's season 8. And you audition.
yes.
Tell me why.
Well, I think it was finally like my chance to be on this show. Like, we've been trying for so many years, and it was like, whoa, there's a new season, and they're asking for new people, and I was just like, well, it's finally my time. I just like kind of knew it, and I just like really wanted to audition again.
All right. So tell everybody how the audition process works.
So usually when we went in like a day early. We learned a combo with Gianna, and we did like a bunch of like producer stuff and interviews and like just so they can get to know us or whatever. And then the next day we finally met you, and we did like the real audition.
But you knew me.
Yeah.
Before that. We had met before.
But we fake met.
Right. We fake met again because it's reality TV. And we had met wherever. I don't know. National dance competitions, yes. Okay, so I knew Brady ahead of time, and I had wanted him on the show. And I think that's something that people don't realize either. Okay, so keep going. How was it to that final audition that day?
It was really scary. Because I remember my mom kind of had a little fight with you over the
First time around.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And I remember you going down the line and asking us a bunch of like random like
Dance questions?
rare,
Questions?
yeah, like different things, and you were like, "What is a bell or whatever?" And I did something weird, and you were like, "No." I was like, "Oh God!" And then I eventually did it, but they didn't show when I did it on TV. When they showed the audition, I was like, "Well."
They showed you doing it incorrectly instead
Yeah.
of when you figured it out. Okay. All right. Now, let's jump ahead. Who called you? Where were you? What were you doing? How did you find out that you had been cast on a television show?
I remember I was playing Roblox with my little brother, because I
Okay.
do that. I know I'm weird. I was playing Roblox. And then I think my mom came in with the phone or something, however it was, and she like put the camera on me, and like they told me like, "You're gonna be on Dance Moms like season 8." I think it was Brian. If we're allowed to see that, I don't know. And I was just like, whoa, my brother was like on top of me, and I'm like, "Get off, Bodie." I think there's a video of it.
Everyone was screaming and
Yeah.
yelling, and it was exciting.
Yeah.
And now you get to leave LA, leave Miami, and come to Pittsburgh in January, in the middle of the winter.
Negative like 7 degrees.
Yes, at 7:30 in the morning in a dance studio in your bare feet. Crazy, crazy. So, what was the strangest part of the experience for you?
I think waking up at 5 a.m. every day.
Tell the kids that.
It was really, really early, and I like 9 a.m. is early for me, like waking up. Because usually we start dance at 10, so I just wake up at like 9:30, and I kind of like rush to go, or like sometimes I have to wake up at like 7 to go to dance, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But 5 a.m. every day for however many weeks we were there was like grueling.
Because you went to school first.
Yes, we went to school at 7.
On set.
Yes.
And
And I had to help my mom get ready. That's why I woke up at 5, because like I had to help her get ready for camera and stuff, and like,
With her hair and her makeup
Yeah.
and all. You did.
Yeah.
You helped her. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Well, we're going to be away this weekend, and I think now I have a new person to help me. Okay. Well, that's what sons do. You got to help your mom out, right? Okay. So now, tell the viewers something you learned on Dance Moms about dance or about performing or competing that you never knew before. Or did you just know it all?
well, I think I learned to use my face like way more. I learned like how important it is to use your face. Even when you're like doing turns or something, you have to always be using it. Even when your head's down, you have to always be using it, because somewhere they can see your face. And if you don't have something on your face and
Right.
you're just like this, it's not going to look good.
There's a lot of dancers and choreographers and teachers that teach so much technique and this kind of body sculpting where it's very contemporary and the beautiful lines, but not all judges are into that. And you're never going to please everybody all the time. But I just think that you have to learn to perform, especially if you want to be a professional ballet dancer or you want to be on Broadway or whatever. You have to have this going on.
Yeah.
I've just seen some incredible shows, and there's lots of shows that you need to see. But it's just all that performance aspect. And you need to suck those people in and take them on the journey with you, right? All right, now, on season 8, we're going to tell the big secret. We're going to tell the big reality TV mistake. So, I have to tell Brady to go home. What dance teacher in the entire United States of America would tell a kid they have to leave the team because they're too good? Now, I could tell a kid, you're too good for this group. I'm going to move you to my senior company, or I'm going to move you to this traveling team in baseball, whatever. But you don't tell a kid that's good, oh, you're just leaving because you're too good. It was ridiculous. It didn't make sense. And when the network found out that you were gone, I got one phone call, and it was, get the boy back. Because the whole entire country had fallen in love with the idea that there was a boy on the team and that there was a guy, and he was doing different movements, and he was doing lifts with the girls and partnering work with the girls, and it was great. It was great television. And tell everybody about it, what it was like to get told to go home. You knew it was coming. You saw it coming.
I kind of knew it was coming because the producer was like, oh, well, maybe someone might be going home, maybe not. And I was just like, it's probably me, just because it's probably me. But
why do you really think that they wanted to send you home? I
think it was my mother. You're welcome. Love you. Because she's a nice person.
And she didn't
she didn't really like at the other moms too much.
All right, so I'm going to confess. When we had the auditions, they had another boy there, maybe 2 other boys, I'm not sure. And I wanted Brady. I made it perfectly clear. But I also told all the casting directors, and Gianna worked on casting the show as well, if they bring a boy on the show, and if they bring Brady on the show, they need another boy. They need some LA cool hip hop guy that has no technique, that, all the girls are like, woo, over. Because then Brady's mother, Trisha, is going to go crazy. Mm-hmm. And this other mother is going to go crazy because you have the beautiful technique and the training and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to create
drama.
A storm. I had 2 kids in my studio. I had a guy named Jesse Johnson and a guy named John Michael Fumar at the same time. Well, I actually had 7 guys in my junior company at one time. But as they got older and got more serious with their dancing, and they're both professional dancers now, they both have great careers. However, it was like, woo, 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 woo. One kid was tap and musical theater. The other kid was strictly contemporary jazz. But then, guess what? One became a better tap, musical theater, jazz dancer. The other really got into the whole contemporary, modern, lyrical thing. And they realized they had to do it all. And there is nothing better than a good competitor in the studio for you to try to one up every day, day in and day out. Go to the bar, stand by the person who has their leg the highest, and try to be better than them. And that's what you do. So I told the casting, I knew it was coming. I saw it, and I thought if they would have just gotten 2 boys, it would have been fine. And they didn't listen because they never listened to me. And I know dance, I know dancing school, I know studio drama, and they should listen. Okay, so the ballet world. Yes, that is your forte, that's your love, that's what you want to do. So tell us a little bit about your ballet training.
So I take class with Magali Suarez at the Art of Classical Ballet. And
what part of Florida are they in?
Pompano Beach.
Okay.
And I tell you, Magali is the best ballet teacher I've ever taken from. I love her so much. There's like...
As much as me?
Well, you guys are incomparable.
Okay, there you go.
So different. Her class is just like so like rapid pace, and she wants to help you like so much. And I think...
She doesn't just like beat you down?
No, but like it's in a loving way, just a little bit. Kind of like you have
like
tough
me,
love.
Like a loving way, yes, yes.
But, she's really helped me a lot, and she kind of made me love, like, ballet even more. Like, she made me obsessed with it just because, like, from taking her class. Well, when I'm with
you and we're traveling,
I'm always watching it.
Because you're always watching some ballet movie, which is great. What would be your favorite all-time ballet?
Well, before this morning, I would say La Bayadere and Raimonda were my top 2. But this morning on the plane, I watched Audition, which is a ballet choreographed by John Krenko in Stuttgart, Germany.
But it's rare.
It's rare,
yes.
Very rare. And it's about, like, love and, like, revenge and stuff like that. And it was, like, I didn't know, like...
love, you usually have revenge.
Yeah. And it was just so cool, like, to watch something different. It wasn't classical ballet, and, like, the movements were, like, so, like... different, like some lifts I've never seen before. And like, I don't know, my mom was sleeping, but I was like watching it on the plane this morning, and I think it's my new favorite.
All right, well, there you have it. And where can the kids follow you and see what you're doing?
Well, they can follow my Instagram, Brady Farrar. They can follow my TikTok, Brady Farrar 5, I think.
We'll put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know, okay? We'll put it at the bottom. All right. So is there anything that you want to tell young boys that might be interested in dance or maybe their sisters dance and they go to the studio and they're thinking about giving it a try?
Don't give up. Don't let other people's like words get to you, because it's just coming out of jealousy or like wanting to tear you down for no reason, and it might
Or
be
their own insecurities.
their own insecurities. And just know that if you're dancing with a bunch of girls all the time. And if any other boy wants to make fun of you, just say, hey, you're tackling other boys or wrestling other boys. Well, I get to partner pretty girls. And that's what I say to them. And that shuts them up. And then I just kind of walk away and I go to the bar and I dance.
And there you go. And your mother goes to the other bar.
Yes.
Thank you so very much for watching my video. Now like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello, this is Todrick Hall.
Follow at VideoCraig. Follow VideoCraig. Follow VideoCraig. Follow VideoCraig.
Follow VideoCraig.
Follow VideoCraig.
Everyone go follow VideoCraig.
Follow at VideoCraig.